the way y'all make Diaz seem like he's crap is crazy. Not me, bro. Not me.
No, I think Diaz is up there, man.
Monts, talk about Konate. Yep. Man was set man.
Oh, can I have my Konate talk?
Oh, bro. Yeah, let me say what
Konate,
108
man.
and
Konate.
108,
So
yeah.
the news today is that Konate wants 200 grand a week. Yeah.
What with 200 brain farts a game?
Yeah. Right.
Is
Here's
that
my
what
thing on Konate. So here's my thing on Konate. I actually think Konate is obviously a very, very good defender but he's got this ability to make blunders in games at times, which we've seen evident. Yeah.
Well, no,
My
apparently
problem.
it's not evident. Apparently it's not evident. Look, Callum's not even making eye contact right now, so it's
It's
not
evident. Konate makes mistakes. We all know he does. Right.
um
The
Matt,
problem is, yeah. The problem is, if Liverpool want to replace Konate, you're gonna have to get him. You have to get a centre back in around Konate's age, 25 years of age, that's as good as Konate. And if you're going for that kind of centre back, you're gonna have to pay him 200 grand a week. So what is the point of not giving? So if I'm Liverpool, I'm looking at it like that and going, right, yes, there is some problems with your game defensively that you've still not got out of your system, even at your age now. But in the market, there's nothing really as good as you at your age that we're going to have to pay the same wage to. So we might as well keep Konate and pay the same wage.
yeah,
The problem is,
I don't think anyone looks at the 200k and goes, Konate doesn't deserve that. And I
no,
didn't
A
even
lot
look.
of people are.
Gaze is on double his money, which is insanity. Absolutely, that's absolute insanity that Kiers on double the money. But if we're keeping it a buck, bro, Konate, since he's come rushed himself back from his injury, has been absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Yeah. And Cal, oh yo, we're over here, Cal.
I said the same thing.
We're over here, Cal. I know, but it's like we speak about Diaz and you're up front ready, and you speak about Konate and Soboslai and you're back here.
Well, because everything you said, I've said. But the people saying he shouldn't be getting 200k a week. Jamie put it perfectly. We broke it down on Copy Show. Check this. These are the centre backs that we kind of collectively within the chat. Myself and Matt said that are sort of the better centre backs in world football. VVD, Rudiger, Gabriel, Bastoni, Saliba, Kim, Schlotterbeck, Marquinhos. All of them, apart from Schlotterbeck, are on 100k or more. Gabriel's on 100k. He's going to renegotiate. He's in the process of renegotiating his contract.
It's only on 100k, Gabriel.
Yeah, but he's negotiating his
Arsenal
contract
for a minute now, and he's been Arsenal for like 5 years.
VVD's on 220, Rudiger's on 234, Bastoni 185, I think it is. Saliba 190, Kim's on 200 plus, and Marquinhos on 300. If we're sitting there saying, forget about what you think about Konate, we all can sit here and say Konate is a top 10 centre back in the world. If you're a top 10 centre back in the world, 200k is very fair.
And that's where I agree.
But no one. I don't think there's many people questioning the 200k.
No, a lot of people are because of how our fan base is.
Yeah, but if you question it, like I said, Cal, if you question it, then you got to buy a player just as good as Konate at the same age. It's going to cost you that money in a way.
I hear you, Jay, but I'm saying our fan base has been conditioned to 200k should be the pinnacle of what players make at our club.
I think it's what I reckon might happen. I don't know about you guys. I don't want people leaving for free anymore. It's just driving me mad. We're losing too much money.
And that's why I think we should go.
If Liverpool and Konate don't come to a deal this summer, they're going to have to sell him. They're going to have to sell him because, look, I think if you had to Ibu 180 grand a week, yeah, with incentives 2 years later, he gets his 200 grand through fitness and all that because he hasn't played a lot of games for Liverpool because of his injuries. Then I think he signs the deal personally. If you can't do it, you have to sell him because I'm sick of you losing prized assets for absolutely nothing. We're not that club. We need money. So I think we have to look at it properly. Grown up stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, Monts, really sorry. Before you go, can anyone?
I know exactly what you're doing. Talking about
I don't think you do. Can you or anyone?
But we're gonna get to how shit he's been.
No, because I agree he's not been great. But can anyone name me 5 players in the Liverpool team who, since the turn of the year, have been very good or better than very good?
Endo's never put a foot wrong.
He does not put a foot wrong.
That wasn't my question. Name me five players who've been very good, and our metric of very good is
apart
like
from Virgil's last
7.5.
2 games. I would say Virgil. Apart from his last 2 games,
Alisson is one. I think Alisson, for when he's been fit, has been very good.
Thing with Alisson, it's not that easy, don't he?
Say glass chin, yeah.
Oh my days. I actually think. Do you say just good or do you say very good?
Very good. So 7.
Ali, I'd say Ali and Virgil.
7.5 out of 10 or above. Since the turn of the year,
probably
Ali,
Mac, Ali, and Virgil, and that's it. Probably them 3.
And this is my point.
Oh,
so
I would say,
wait. So Cal, but you need to Cal. This is what I need you to stop doing. We're talking about Konate. I
think Cal's getting round to it. I think Cal.
I was getting round to it, Jay.
So when I'm talking about Konate, yeah, I don't want to hear about other guys. I don't want to hear about what about VVD.
No,
I don't want to hear about.
You didn't let me land, bro.
Brother, I'm not sure I want to hear
smack the drone out the sky, bro.
Yes, that's the drone out the sky. Go on, Cal, land. I don't know where this is.
So my point is, he's not been great. He's actually been very bad.
He's been rubbish. Don't say he's not been great.
No, he's been bad. No, you're right. He's been bad. He's been rubbish. But again, I have to ask the question: if there are so many players who we deem as being poor or rubbish since the turn of the year, is it them, or is there a fundamental issue with players having been found out, the system being found out, and slot stubbornness being a bit of an issue as it pertains since January? So again, not letting Konate off the hook because he's been bad. But why has Konate not been dropped for Kwanzaa if he's been so bad then?
Because manager doesn't trust. I
agree with Cal. I agree with Cal.
He got hooked and Gravenberch looked like a better centre back than Konate did.
But my thing is, what did we laud Slot for at the beginning of the season? Ruthlessness. First game of the season, Kwanzaa was throwing up a stinker. The lap was bullying him, and he said, "Nah, I'm not having this." Konate is on at half time. Where is the same energy for Konate? Konate had a bad first half. Virgil had a bad first half. All these players had bad first halves, but none of them were hooked. And that's my issue. There are certain players in this team who are too comfortable, Konate being one of them. So until that discomfort comes in, and I really see what you're about, because right now, Konate knows he's starting against West Ham. We all know Konate's starting against West Ham. But he threw up a stinker yesterday. He tried to do a Zidane 360 in the box and got picked for the ball. In the box, boys. But he's starting against West Ham.
But man then told me he's not a bozo.
No, he does have these moments. He does have these moments.
This is my point again. You say he's got moments. Virgil's had moments, just as many moments as Konate this season. He just hasn't been punished for it. No. I'm not just talking about on the ball and off passes. I'm talking about rushing out of position, making stupid challenges. I'm not saying Virgil has never done any of those things and he's alleviated because we're gonna get.
No one's perfect. We're gonna
against Everton.
We're gonna get to Virgil.
Everton. He just didn't get punished.
We're gonna get to Virgil, innit? We're gonna get to Virgil, but I don't want to defer from the point that Konate is branding himself as African averageness right now. That's what it is with him right now.
Do you know what I'm telling you, this season, Virgil's had just as many.
I don't want to talk about Virgil right now. We will talk about Virgil right after we talk about Konate. We are not using Virgil to defer.
I think
from the brain hemorrhage that I am seeing from my centre back, my right centre back. Genuinely, it is since he's come back against Tottenham, he has not been good. Has he had certain good moments for Liverpool since the Tottenham game in January? Yes, but since he came back in the middle of January, he's been arse. It's okay to say it. We're winning the league now. We can be honest. I think
Konate, when you look at him, I think Konate sometimes has. Look, I think Konate is a phenomenal centre back. I'm not going to pretend he isn't.
He is a good centre back.
I think he's a phenomenal centre back. I just think sometimes he has maybe a concentration issue at times, where he's just not concentrating like he should. Virgil this season's had a few of them as well, but I think that's what sets Virgil up higher in a lot of defenders.
He's not the most intelligent.
He's just not got the IQ like a Virgil has, but he's still a phenomenal centre back. I wouldn't get rid of him at all.
Yeah, because again, bro, because physically he's in that top 1 percentile. And
Yeah.
that's not the first time you said that today. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
there
In
as
terms
well,
of
man. So I
physically
know.
P and imposing. We love a trier, guys. So again, like it's not that I don't rate Konate, bro. I don't rate Konate. I as I said, I think he's a top defender. But out of all the top defenders, he's the one for me that has the most brain farts. He's the one for me that is the most liable to doing stupid shit. And as much as he's more physically imposing than some of these guys that are in this like top 10 centre back market that we're speaking about, he is costing us games. And it's not the first
just
time.
as many brain farts.
And
Man.
it's no, he hasn't. Not just as many, bro. Not
Yes,
just as
he
many.
does.
Oh,
He really
Konate's been better than Saliba this season, yeah.
Jamie watches pretty much every Arsenal game.
I
Saliba
watch
has
every
brain farts.
Arsenal game.
Bro,
And he only wins.
I already said that
50% of his aerial duels.
Saliba's not been, in my opinion, for the standard that we kind of all hold Saliba at, rival or Arsenal fan. So we all know Saliba's not been the Saliba that we know.
No, but that's
all
my
know
point.
that.
When you're saying he has the most brain farts out of all the top.
No, but it's not like, bro, it's not like Saliba to have brain farts. This is something that's like, we're not used to seeing Saliba falter under pressure. Konate it's not a shock to see Konate
It
have a
has
brain
happened
fart.
this season. The thing is, though, with
And that's
because
not just this season. That's last season. That's why am I not acting like this is the first time Konate's ever had brain fart?
No, Konate does it. He does it every
Konate
season.
was dropped for Kwanzaa last year. Why are we acting like the brain fart thing is new?
No, I think we all admit that.
There's a
I think
difference between having brain farts.
Is it a likable thing? Is it a likable thing?
I think Konate does make bozo moment. I agree, but I still think because of the quality of defender he is, when you go into the market, the thing is, we're not like, people lie. I don't know if people have noticed this, but people lie when they say they watch players all the time. So we're not watching Schlotterbeck play 38 games a season. There might be games that he has brain farts in. Do you know what I mean? And gives the ball away and stuff like that. But he's still a good defender. I think, unlike, because I watch every Arsenal game. I do all the Arsenal watch-alongs here, me and Drifty. Saliba's had a load of bad moments this year, but that still doesn't mean he's not a very, very good centre-back. Do you know? So even Konate's had bad moments this year. He's still one of the top centre-backs around. And that's why I would give him the contract, because, Schlotterbeck's he's on everyone's lips at the moment, Paul's. But as I say, not everyone watches him every week. He could have games where he has a brain fart and stuff like that. You know, but he's still a very good centre back. I just think we're lucky we're just blessed to have Virgil, man.
Why are people? But why are people acting like I said he's a shit centre back? He's not a shit centre back. My point is that we're comparing him to Saliba this season. Like, this season is the real Saliba, when Saliba's been better more than worse prior to this season. Konate, this is not the first time we've seen Konate fuck up like this on a consistent basis. Last season, he was dropped for a defender that we don't deem good enough to play for this football club anymore. In a more exposed back line last season than it was this season. So again, I'm not bullying, or I'm not bullying someone. I'm not homing on Konate. We're talking about Konate right now, and I'm just being blatantly honest about it. Just like how when Cal said, okay, he's not been great. No, he's not been good at all. He's been crap. But we're sugarcoating it because it's a likable thing, and he's got a Crunchyroll. He's got a Crunchyroll membership. Do you know what I'm saying?
You've gone too far with it. I'm not sugarcoating.
I don't think I'm going too far with it, because, as I said, it's not he's being compared to Saliba, where obviously I think he has been better than Saliba this season. Personally, up until now, fair enough. Saliba's been a little bit better because
he's better than Saliba. He's not just been better than Saliba.
Again, that's where but I don't think he's better than Saliba. My point is that this season is people are surprised. People are surprised at what they've seen from Saliba this year. I am not surprised at what I'm seeing from Konate this year. I'm not surprised.
Hold on, you do realize before the injury, Konate was probably the first or second best centre back in Europe.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm not. But again,
so when you say I'm not surprised,
he's been fit for 3 months.
Yeah, Saliba's been fit the whole season.
He hasn't been fit for the whole season, but okay,
pretty much has been.
He's been injured. He had an injury this season. But my point is,
when did Saliba? He got suspended.
I think Konate's missed more games than Saliba. You know.
Yeah, no, Konate has missed more games. But my personal, what I'm trying to say is that this is not new Konate, this 3 months of what we've seen from Konate is not new. We saw it last year. So I'm not saying he's a crap defender. I'm just saying Konate is capable of these runs of form. And if he doesn't eradicate it from his game, I will be there to speak about it, because it's not something that everyone else watches Konate like this. They watch his mistakes like this. I'm telling you right now, he's more than capable of having these runs of 3-4 months of shit for a defender that is classed as one of the best in the league. The best players in the league don't have these runs for as long as Konate has these runs. I just put the band-aid off, bro. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't sugarcoat Konate because he likes anime, bro.
I'm not totally disagreeing, Monts, but what I'm saying is he's still a fantastic footballer.
He's a great defender, but out of the great defenders, none of them have shit long periods like this as many times as he has, bro. Apart from
when did he join?
Talking about the very high end, though.
And yeah, I'm talking about the high end because
we're talking about very high end.
I hold Konate in a very high. Bro, obviously, it's gonna seem like I don't like Konate or don't rate him. I hold Konate in a very high bracket of defender, bro. I'm talking top 5, top 6 in the world. So when a top 5, top 6 defender in the world is having lapses like this that are lasting 2-3 months, you're gonna get the wrath from me, bro. That you're gonna hear the blatant honest truth from me to be held in that conversation, or I just remove him from the conversation, and I'm not as hard on a player that I think is very good, extremely good actually. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, are saying, see, look, the fact that people are saying he's only been bad for 3 games, crazy.
But that's okay because everyone sees things a little bit differently, don't they? So,
like, I'm not just blaming Konate. This is a conversation on Konate right now, and people don't want to have it. As I said, Matt watches Konate like how Drifty watches Darwin. Can do no wrong. That's probably why he's playing as shit as he's playing. Because as was Cal said, he knows he's starting next game. I'm here to call it out. I'm not going to leave it as I'm here to call it out.
All right,
so can't call a man a top 5, top 4 defender in the world and have shit periods like this consistently. We've won the league now, so we can talk honestly. That's my opinion.
Or have we won the league yet?